Hi guys, my name is Shirria. This is the Shirria Mac channel where I am documenting my journey towards debt freedom in hopes to build wealth, retire early, or become work independent. In today's video, I am sharing my first budget for 2021. I have already taken the liberty of going ahead and filling it out. As you know, this budget template is available on Etsy. It is $1.25. My shop is called Shirria Mac Principles, and I will link it in the description box below. This is the perfect tool. If you like to handwrite it, you will get the digital download that you can continue to use bi-monthly or according to your pay periods, or you can type into it. I did originally start by writing into it because I was a pen and paper type of person, but I like to type into it as soon as my next expenses or my next paycheck. Once I finish one paycheck, I like to go ahead and have it available so that I can type the numbers into it as I'm aware of the expenses that are coming up. Some of the expenses or most of the expenses don't really change, so it's just a matter of changing out whatever debt I'm working on, plugging in my income sources, whatever variable expenses I have, and doing the math and changing the numbers down below. So we will get right into it. First, let me just start by saying thank you so very much for clicking on this video. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so very much for coming back. And if you are a new viewer or a returning viewer, thank you so very much for clicking on this video. We will start with my financial goal for January is to pay off my Amazon Amex card. Now, let's get into my budget. So, I will zoom you guys in. In case you have not noticed, since the last budgeting video I did back in October, when I last did that one, I also included my husband's income. Since all the things that were going on, we have decided no longer to combine our income. It just was not working for us, and that is because we are not on the same path. He is more into investing. Debt is okay. Not necessarily debt is okay, I take that back, but I don't know, he just wants to put a lot of his money into investments. Sometimes that are short-term investments, sometimes it's long-term investments like his investment property. And I'm more about eliminating debt, building wealth, paying off the mortgage, eliminating my student loans. And it just was not working out. We didn't have any major money fights, but I could sense the resentment, and I was starting to build resentment as well. So we decided to just separate our incomes back out and, continue the way we were doing it before. So now that is out the way, I will start with my income for this paycheck was $2,462.52. That is from my full-time job. For all my new viewers, I am a social worker working in child protective services. I work on call. That is one of the higher paying positions next to management. I work 7 days on, 7 days off, 5 p.m. to 8 a.m. in the morning. My second income is a part-time consulting job where I get I'm a 1099 employee, and I go in on the 15th and the last working day of the month, and I do a little bit of the QA type work. So that brought my income to $3,365.52. I have my actual savings amounts, and these are not updated. I do actually have $10,100 in my personal savings, but that does include my emergency fund. And for Christmas, this $50 will make $300, so that is correct. For a total of $200 total in automated savings. My target debt for January is my Amazon Amex card. It is currently sitting at a balance of $908.70, and I plan to be able to pay that off with this paycheck. So my regular fixed expenses, I did not share because it happened in the midst of when I had kind of gone silent on YouTube. But I did refinance my home. We refinanced from a 30 to a 15 year. The fees, I did not do a good job with doing my homework and selecting a bank that had lower fees, because we ended up accruing about $6,000 in fees before we refinanced. Our mortgage was down to $103,883 or $833, and after we refinanced, it went up to $109 even. We did get $975 back at the table, and that $975 was immediately applied to the principal of the new mortgage. Anyhow, my new payment is $1,003. I pay $1,020, and that divided into bi-monthly, because it is auto drafted according to my pay periods, is $510. So $510 will be automatically drafted for my mortgage. The Sprint bill is $146.42, and that is for 2 phones, my son and my daughter's phone. Hulu in the amount of $641, Netflix in the amount of $19.20, Apple storage is $9.99, Planet Fitness is $10. I am on the fence about canceling it, only because I love working out, but I find it difficult to work out in the mask, and it's just become easier for me to work out at home. Fed loan, which is my student loans, is $300. The payment did go up after I recertified my payment plan, which I believe is based on income or income driven. I'm not sure, but the payment did go up to $300, and I resumed paying it on September. I have been applying the $300 to my smallest student loan, and I'm hoping, even if we don't get the $10,000 forgiveness that the Biden administration is discussing, I'm hoping that they, they will continue to put the loans in forbearance until I can start paying on them and take advantage of the the 0 interest. And then my Best Buy credit card, the payment is actually $29, not $50, and that is what I paid. I'm not paying extra because my goal is to get these credit cards out of the way, and all of the money I would like to go to the Target credit card. So that does change the amount for my total of expenses.
So I will do that now. 510 plus 146, 42.
$1031.02. So over here for variable expenses, I am starting a small private practice. My goal is to provide teletherapy from my home. And so I am creating my private practice, getting all of that documentation and legal paperwork out of the way. So I do have to file my articles, and that is the amount of $125 for tax purposes. Then come down to my cash envelopes. So I'm still on the fence. I want to do cash envelopes. Only because I know, they helped me gain a lot of subscribers. But I don't know. It's just really time consuming. The lines at the banks are so long, and then coming home and recording the video, and I don't even really care to carry cash. It's just so much easier to leave the $330 in my bank account and use it, swipe accordingly that way. But I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna promise that it's something that is gonna stay along. But anyhow, for cash envelopes, we have $135 for groceries, $70 for gas. So the groceries, this is my week for groceries. Next week it'll be my husband's week, so that is just for this week. $70 for gas is for until my next pay. Is for the next 2 weeks. I have one doctor's appointment that's a $50 copay, excuse me. Then offering of $50. I'm giving myself $25, but the actual will be $50 because someone Cash App me $25. And that brings me to a total of $330. For my sinking funds, we do have a couples trip planned in July to go to the Virgin Islands. I am so excited about that trip. I have been in the gym. I've been eating my greens. I'm not playing. I'm ready to go outside. So, I have $1,000. I plan to put $200 a month into the travel envelope, so that to give us, is that gonna, 200 times 6 is only $1,200. I may have to do 250. Let me see, 2,000 divided by 6 divided by 2. So I need to do 160. So I am gonna do that because I do. Oh well, you know, I have 280. 2,000 minus 280 divided by 6 divided by 2. I still need to do 1, so I'm gonna just round it up to 150. And then $90 is my 10% for my taxes. I've never had to pay tax. I've always had to pay the state taxes, but I've never had to pay federal taxes. But I still want to have that amount of money in my account, in case I do have to pay. And then $100 will go into our car sinking fund towards any car repairs and tires. So this amount has changed. 40. So that changes the numbers down here as well. $3,365 minus $200 for savings minus 103.02 minus 125 minus 340 minus 330. So that gives us a total of 1338. Alright, so 1338, I'm going to subtract the total balance for my Amex card, which is $908.70. So that leaves $430.28 to go into savings. And in actuality, I could buy me a nice EFT with that amount. But if you watched my previous video, I do have a savings goal to save $5,000. And I haven't actually devised a plan for that. That is something I do need to sit down and do. But until I do that, I am just going to throw as much in there. In my previous video, I discussed how I have $10,000 in savings, but that includes my $2,000 savings emergency fund. So I would like to save a separate $2,000 in an emergency fund. Take that $10,000 and invest it into a high yield savings account or a CD for a certain amount of time, so that I can maximize my earnings, and see where I am in about 2 to 3 years. So that is my January 15th paycheck budget. With this, I am able to eliminate my Amazon credit card, That would leave me with 2 more credit cards, and my goal is to eliminate my Lowe's credit card. I was on the fence about that one because my husband is supposed to be paying it off when he gets his income tax refund. But you know, why wait? I'll just knock it out, and then if he does give me the money back, or if he does pay it off, I'll just tell him to give it to me, and I'll put that money into our travel account, or my savings account, or on another debt. I don't know, whichever one. So that is it for my January 15th paycheck budget. How is your budget coming along? I'm actually excited to be back budgeting, particularly after I was able to see how much debt I had eliminated in 2020. Anyhow, that is it for my very first paycheck in January 15th. I did previously share my 2021 money goals or financial goals, and I am anxious to see exactly how much I'm able to accomplish. I have also broken my goals down into quarters, and I would love to have my credit card debt and hopefully half of my 401k loan eliminated by the end of quarter 1, which is March 31st, and I will be tracking my progress. I actually downloaded some templates from Monet's Money, and I am excited to get to use them. I've always loved how she tracks her progress, and I wanted to incorporate that into my channel as well. So stay tuned for my next video. Actually, my next video will be my sinking funds and my cash envelopes, and then look forward to my YouTube goals. Also coming up will be another budget, another cash envelopes, and then my debt progress at the end of the month. So I am trying to become more consistent. I really have a goal. One of my financial goals that I didn't really discuss because I haven't developed a plan for it is to begin to earn a passive income from YouTube. I have been on it. February will be 1 year, but I have been on it inconsistently before. I'm really working on increasing my consistency, you guys. I get bored really quick, and that is a flaw of mine. Anyhow, back on topic. This is January 15th budget. I am excited to be able to pay off one of my credit cards and be that much closer to my financial goals, taking those steps towards debt freedom. Comment down below how your budget is looking. What do you guys think about me and Will separating our incomes back out? I thought I was going to be sad about it, but I'm really not, and it's because I realized like we really are on 2 separate paths. We do have one common interest, and that is paying the bills that we are responsible for, but when it comes to debt and investing and shopping versus savings, we're on 2 different paths. And like I said, it hasn't caused any major money problems as of yet, but I think as I get more serious about my long-term plan, if he does not jump on board, or if I don't jump off board with him, I feel like it may start to become a major problem. I don't know. Anyhow, thank you so very much for checking out my channel, my budget. And if you are interested in following my journey towards debt freedom, building wealth, retiring early, or becoming work independent, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so that you will be notified of every time I post a video. Ideally, and I'm still working on my YouTube plan, but I plan to post 3 videos a week until I at least get to 1,000 subscribers, and then maybe scale it back to 1,000. Then maybe scale it back to 2 videos per week. But I'm also trying to keep in mind, I'm trying to set realistic goals for myself, since I am getting ready to start building my telehealth private practice. So, like I said, thank you so very much for clicking on this video. Please make sure you comment down below any comments you have about this video, particularly about me and Will separating our incomes back. And Make sure you subscribe if you have not already. It would really help me to reach my goal. And share if you feel like this information is helpful. And don't forget to check out my template. It is on Etsy for $1.25, and the link to my Etsy shop will be in the description box below. Always remember that the debt-free journey is indeed a journey, not a destination. Peace.